Hello everybody, we are on day 2 of our Walt Disney World trip. Today is going to be an EPCOT day. We are currently driving around the resort, just to take a quick look around. I'm going to flip around and show you guys a little bit of the view. We are in the paddock section, so we're close to the one of the bus stops, not really so close to the lobby. So if we want to go, we got to kind of drive over there. Just want to give a big shout out really quick, because I forgot to do so yesterday, to Do Good Creations on Facebook. She did our masks that you're going to be seeing all weekend. This one here is All Might design from My Hero Academia. My wife, Kat, has, it says, "Stay back, foolish mortal," and has the Haunted Mansion wallpaper on there.
And it glows in the dark.
And it glows in the dark. You might be able to see on there that there's little tiny purple sparklies around the words. I've got my one from yesterday was a white Power Ranger, and then I've also got a Nintendo Switch one that I'll probably be wearing tomorrow. Big thing with the being outside in the heat. You know, yesterday was 92. With a feels like temperature of 106. From what we understand, it's going to be the same thing today. Is if you're going to come, you are going to sweat, obviously. You are going to sweat into those masks, and they're going to be nasty. Like I do not want to wear the Power Rangers one that I was wearing yesterday again today, so I've got my All Might one. Plus it matches my shirt. You want to just come over here, drop $2.5 million. You can live in a Disney type. Hey, we're going in.
Whoops.
Guess not. We're gonna flip around. You can live in a Disney themed / type of house. Whoops. Right on property.
I really don't know where I'm going, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. You're completely lost. I will let you guys go, and we will check back in as soon as we get unlost, and maybe at EPCOT. We'll probably check in after we get through security and everything. Guys, we got unlost. We found EPCOT. We're almost there. No thanks to this one.
Hey, listen, this is why you don't let me drive anywhere.
I don't let you drive anywhere because I'm a better driver than you.
Get your magic band out because I'm going on your side.
It's on my thing. It's on my wrist. I has a magic band. EPCOT. See, what I want to know is if that thing's a giant golf ball, which is what my wife always calls it. Isn't that right, Caitlin?
Yes.
Then how big is the giant that needs to hit that ball? Because I'm anticipating like cabin in the woods size, like godly beasts, like not typical giants, like they wouldn't compare to that thing. Are we social distancing the cars too? Oh, okay. Social distancing the cars too. Alright, so it is a 12:15 on Saturday the 5th of September, and we are walking towards at least either the tram. I'm not sure if we're going to take the tram or if we're going to walk up front.
I don't think the trams are running. I think we would have heard them.
Good point. So we're just going to walk, obviously. And just so you have an idea, if you're going to be coming recently, we are in Create 43, it looks like.
44.
No, hold on, 43. 44. 44, my bad. My wife is right, I'm wrong.
And I have video proof of him saying that.
I have a bug on my newly cleaned glasses. Alright, so we are walking to the front. Yeah, we're here for some food and wine. We always enjoy coming to this festival, particularly.
For the cheese bread!
Oh, the cheese bread. I'm gonna love that.
And the pork belly. Well, you like pork belly.
Yeah,
I don't like pork.
I've got a few favorites that I always like to get. definitely some new stuff that I like to try, because I always like to try something new.
And we're gonna do the Remy Hunt this year.
And we're gonna do the Remy Hunt. So yeah, we'll see you when we get through security. All right, we are in. We are gonna go to the right, where we've got, because they've got the entire section underneath the balls completely closed off. You can see right there the new sculpture, I guess you could call it. But we're gonna go this way towards the land and the seas and all that jazz, because she for some reason is obsessed with Figment, and I love living with the land. That's one of my favorite rides here. And they've got a really cool thing, the behind the scenes tour. We never went on it until very recently, like
for our honeymoon,
before COVID, and it was like 25 bucks a head, and it was an awesome little tour, and no one else was there. It was just us.
We get to feed the tilapias.
Yeah, so like we had our own private tour for 25 bucks a head. It was nice.
Yeah, that's obviously not a guarantee that it's always going to be a private tour. Just nobody else happened to book the same time that we did.
Yeah, so much more personal. It was really nice. We really enjoyed it. We want to do it again. I just don't know what's running right now.
Probably not. Kind of hard to social distance.
Yeah, but here we go. So just walking through. Check back in with you guys when we're at the land, I think. Alright, so we are officially in the land. We are at Living with the Land. It is a 10-minute wait, and we're going to see how long it actually takes. Because it's 12:29 now. And the line looks decently long, but at the same time, again, social distancing. So we'll see what happens. Now, just one of the problems with social distancing that I'm seeing in the parks, that I want to make everyone aware of, is in locations like this. Like, this is the first time we've seen it this cramped, I'll call it.
Yeah.
They've got the queue lines normally, and they put up glass plates in between them, which is great. And they've still got the please wait here's everywhere. And the please wait here's are 6 feet apart, I think, is what makes sense to me. But the problem is, if you've got multiple people standing on a line, it's more than 2 people. So, as this one, for instance, Kat and I are stopped here. The next party is there. Yeah, like, look. I am here on the line. That is not 6 feet away. Not in any way, shape, or form up to the next line. Because there's 4 people in that party, and they can't get together enough to make it the 6 feet. So we're trying to stay back as far as we can and not cause any problems. So we're still in line for the land. It's been 6 minutes out of the 10 that we're supposed to be waiting. And we just caught our first glimpses of the boat. The boat, it looks like they're still seating every row. But what they did was they put a hanging plastic sheet of the lighter in between the rows.
It does look like it's attached to the sheet that's below it, so it's not moving.
Yeah, so I'll show you when we get up there. It definitely looks like it's not moving, but at least in the other rides that we've seen, they're separating like every other row still, even with that. That's for sure. So it's just a little bit odd. That tour that I was talking about earlier, the behind the scenes tour, brings you all through here through the back. This is one of the sections that they'll bring you to stop for the tour and go show you something, maybe feed you something. Really depends on what's going on. As I said, I don't know if it's running right now. There's no one going right now that I see. Oh look, hidden Mickey. One day. So one thing that I wasn't able to get the camera out of my pocket fast enough for was we saw right when we got back to the
or you get off to the dock.
Yeah, the boat ahead of us, right as soon as they disembarked, there were a team of 3 cast members that just jumped onto the boat with full sanitizing gear and wiped down the whole boat. So even though I still think it's a little bit odd that they had every single row filled with the social distancing, even with that barrier, they're wiping down every single boat, every part of every boat.
As soon as people disembark.
Yeah, as soon as people disembark, and then getting the next group on as quickly as possible. And I didn't get to say this before we got on the ride. It was a 10-minute wait. We waited for about 7 minutes before we got on. So at least the wait time for that was pretty accurate. So just wanted to give you guys an update. All right, so we are officially in the food and wine area. And first place we come across is Hawaii. The little pork slider, teriyaki glazed spam hash, and then some alcohol. Nothing really there for me. Idea. And what I was not able to say earlier was that the parks this weekend, because we're here on Labor Day weekend, I think is what it is they're all, at least all the reservations are gone. So logically speaking with that, all of the parks should be at capacity while we're here. So the crowds that you're seeing while we're here should be the worst that you see them, at least until they start letting more people in. Well, we got our first cavalcade at EPCOT. Fancy people, fancy horses. Belle, Sleeping Beauty, Rapunzel, and Snow White. Alright, we've come up to our second location. We've got Shimmering Sips, the Shimmering Strawberry Soft Serve, Plant-Based Banana Bread, Tropical Mimosa, Key Lime Mimosa, Blood Orange Mimosa, Bonfi Rosa, Regal Sparkling Red, and bottled water. Anything for you, honey?
Yes.
Just came out of a store looking for the Remy Hunt thing, and we got another cavalcade already. Got Pluto, Goofy. What's up, Goofy? And then we got Mickey and Minnie in this fancy dancy car. Sorry for the loud music. I'm like right next to the speaker. It's got Mickey tread on the tire. As I was walking by to get to one of the stores, I did pass another thing. We got Islands of the Caribbean, Ropa Vieja Empanada, Birch Spice Chicken, Ranchoco, and a bunch more alcohol. So nothing they're really calling to me. We'll get there. The festival center booth, and they've got a bunch of flower and garden festival stuff that obviously didn't get too much use. A friend of mine would absolutely love this section over here with all the orange groves. We got some mini stuff, some Figment, Mickey, Buzz, Minnie, pass holder exclusive type stuff. Really cool. I am here to get one of these Remy's Ratatouille hide and Squeak things. So I'm going to pick one of those up, and then I will meet you back with Kat. Alright, so by the time I got over to Kat, she had already eaten her banana bread and her mimosa, so you don't get to see that.
I took pictures of the banana bread at least.
But we did get the Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak 2020. We haven't done this before. And to open it up, it's just tilted a little bit like that. And it's got all the countries, got World Showcase in here, and it says help Remy as he ventures around EPCOT to collect the ingredients for his signature dish, Ratatouille. As you find Remy with each ingredient, place the corresponding sticker on the map to represent that location. Whether you choose to search for the ingredients or not, return your map to Disney Traders, Mouse Gear, or World Traveler International Gateway for a surprise. Redemption locations at Disney Traders, Mouse Gear, and World at International Gateway. Okay, there are the stickers on the back. So it's a fun little thing that you can do. We haven't done this before. And I love Remy, so there's that. Alright, so we've come across Earth Eats, and we've got an Impossible Farmhouse meatball, Impossible Burger Slider, Chocolate Pudding Terrarium, some ginger tea, some pale ale, ginger tea, and water. Do you have any interest in anything there, honey?
Yes, but I'd like to come back after I've had more real food.
All right, well, come back then. And right over here, I'm not going to turn off the camera yet. We got Mexico.
All right, so we're here at the Mexico Pavilion. And we've got ribeye tacos and a pork tostada that I know Mark is going to be getting. And then craft beer, rose sangria, margaritas, and then water.
I got the pork tostada here. It's a fried corn tortilla topped with chipotle black beans, roasted pork, fresh salsa verde, onions, and cilantro.
And edible flowers, it looks like.
And yep, edible flowers. And I think I had this last year and it was absolutely delicious. So I'm hoping it's the same. It's still delicious. And get a bite with everything in it. Yep. So typically I don't like salsa. Just not a big salsa guy myself. But whenever I come here, I like to get everything as it comes. That way I get the full flavor that they're intending me to get. And this is just packed with it. You get that chipotle black bean. I can taste it right now. It's a little bit of smoky flavor from the chipotle. But it's broken up really nicely by that nice fresh salsa, the edible flowers. Honestly, I'm not tasting the pork too much when I'm getting a full bite of everything. But you get a nice enough big hunk of pork in there, and you get it, and it tastes really nice.
So we just got off of the Grand Fiesta tour, searching for our Remy's, and we found the first one. We did have to kind of ask for a hint because we've never done the Remy Hunt before, but Mark's adding the sticker as soon as he can get it pried off.
And you have to do the corresponding one. So
yep.
You got garlic. I've got the garlic one.
Yep.
Garlic in Mexico.
All right.
Now we go to Norway is the next one.
Off to Norway. Hopefully we can get unfrozen and get out of the heat.
All right, so we're in Norway and we're on our Remy Hunt. Looking low and high. We're expecting him to be near the restaurant. We just want to check everything. This is that he's on this side and he likes to stay high. So we're looking. There he is.
Found him.
What's he got?
I think salt.
Salt.
I'm gonna stick it. All right.
Off
to China.
Oh, we got another food and wine. Chicken dumplings and Mongolian bao beef bun. I would love to get that bun, but that wine is pretty bad. So I'm going to skip it today. Alright, so we are in the China Pavilion now. We are determined to do at least part of this on our own without cheating. We're looking for Remy again.
The first Remy we found on our own. And he's got an eggplant.
Alright. Eggplant Remy. Got another one of the food and wine. We got the Alps with warm raclette in two different ways.
One with ham, one without.
One with ham, one without. And a blueberry and almond tart. And we came across Africa with the spicy Kenyan vegan corn and white beans and piri piri skewered shrimp. Again, gonna pass, but that's what's there. So typically we both really like the German Pavilion, but it's got a really long line again, so we're gonna skip it just because of how hot it is. We're gonna go search for our German Remy. Ultimate Remy finder, because she already found German Remy. He's right up there.
I can't see what he has though. Is that thyme?
We can't really, it just says herbs. It's a charcuterie board, or cup. So a selection of Spanish meats, cheeses, and olives with an herb vinaigrette. And Spanish style paella, margarita flatbread.
I already found Remy.
The classic tortellini, and then the cannoli. I am getting that tortellini and that cannoli. Where'd you already find Remy?
Up there.
Where?
on top of the thing.
All right, here, you take that, and you go get Remy. I'm gonna get mine.
So he's not wrong. I have become the master Remy finder because as soon as we walked into Italy, I found him. And he is, I'm gonna have to back up there with the olive oil like I said he was gonna be in Italy.
All right, so from Italy, we got the tortellini, and we got a tiny cannoli. And we're gonna see how everything is.
That's fine.
Yep.
It's okay. I wouldn't say that it's anything to write home to mom about.
Unfortunately, no, it's not. I think it was my first time trying the Italy booth because I finally had something I wanted, and that was a disappointment. Time for the cannoli here. And really the only way to eat this thing this small is to one of us bite it in half and the other one get the other half. So Kat, you may do the honors. Make sure it's half.
That's okay. I like it. But I also like the ones that your mom made for Christmas, so.
Okay. So, the flavor inside the cannoli is good. It's not the best I've ever had, but it's good. The problem with that is that the entire shell was dipped in chocolate.
I don't have a problem with that.
You don't have a problem with that, but I want the cannoli shell flavor with my cannoli. And I could not taste the shell in that at all. All I tasted was dark chocolate. And like that, I didn't mind it so much. Like, I'm not a big dark chocolate nut, I like milk chocolate. But I didn't mind it so much there, except for the fact that it was literally killing off all of my flavor from my cannoli shell. So, but nothing fantastic. Agreed. Alright, so we're in the America Pavilion. This is my next opportunity to try and beat Kat to a Remy. There he is. Up there with an egg. Or onion. There's got to be an onion because there's no egg here. Alright, next up is Japan. Alright, so we're in the American Pavilion after we just found Remy, and we got hops and barley here. We got a New England lobster roll, southern seafood boil, and freshly baked carrot cake. Some of that does sound good, but they've also got a pretty decent line, so I think I'm going to skip that one.
We work blocks away from this brewery.
Yep, apparently we work a few blocks away from Three Daughters Brewing. That's pretty cool. And over here we got the kakiguri stand, which you can understand why everyone's here, because it's 97 degrees out. Feels like 108 apparently. And yeah, kakiguri, for those that don't know, Japanese shaved ice. You can get it with or without condensed milk, and then your form of flavoring. We're going into Japan to go in the store because we're nerds and we like anime. Line to get into the, while we were just in line to get into the Japan store, I found Remy with the squash. So he's going on the list, and he's mine. Okay.
Next is Morocco.
Yep, time to move on. Guys, I found my section. Look, All Might, All Might, All Might, All Might. I am here. Alright, so we're coming out of Japan, and the Japan food and wine is pretty empty, so we're going to go in here and get a teriyaki chicken bun. Also a frothy ramen and a flower pot, but we're not getting those. All right, so we got a nice socially distant spot over here.
Finally.
And I got the chicken teriyaki bun. Nice teriyaki flavor. Bun is nice and soft and chewy. So, very good. So just because it is funny to me, they're not running the boats between any of the hotels and any of the parks, which is weird because they're running the boat in the middle of the park from one end of the World Showcase to the other. With the transportation issues that would be happening, especially with with social distancing and everything with buses, don't you think it would be smarter to open up the boats unless it's just not economically plausible because you're not getting as many people as possible? I mean, just food for thought.
Hey guys, clearly we are home. So our first EPCOT video got to be almost an hour long. I didn't realize how much footage we actually had, so we went ahead and cut it here so that you guys wouldn't get bored. And keep an eye out for part 2, probably shortly. I won't keep you waiting too long for the epic conclusion to our EPCOT day. So yes, thank you so much for watching. If you could, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. We would be eternally grateful for all of the support.